What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. But one surprise was Carson Schlesinger, third in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David. So what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ivy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. He's got his man, makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Really good. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. This is a designed run. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. This time it's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Byers on the move, working on the right. Touchdown, Bruin! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Aller. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Ross. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Running to the left. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Running to the left. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it again. Powers through the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right?
Turning on the Jets. He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he...
Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Berger. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Ross. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the air. It's Aller. The quick out. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. On the play. Brings up 2nd down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking for space. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. At the 30. There he goes.
two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the ball's loose. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruin. Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Allard. The throw to the outside is complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Steps away. Makes the grab on the shuffle. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He wants to change this route. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football, even if you're not...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Wide open spaces. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The give to the tailback. Oh, out of space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Direct snap. It's Thomas. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Is no good. That keeps the score. UCLA 40, Penn State 25.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Finds a man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun. With the catch, it's Ivy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Runs for the tackle.